Thanks for checking in with us here at CBS 19 Plus. We're getting you ready for the weekend, but maybe more importantly, we're preparing you for next week. It is going to get hot again. The final few days of summer and the first day of autumn on Thursday, temperatures are well above average, 5 to 10 degrees above average. Some of these are very close to record high temperatures, but I guess fortunately for us, the record highs are around 100 to 102. So the only day that we really challenge a record may be on Tuesday when that record high is 98 and we make it up to about 97. Feels like temperatures in that same time frame could feel like 100 degrees, but it is a hot stretch of weather. In fact, if we look past next Thursday into Friday or Saturday, we could still be looking at temperatures at least in the mid 90s. All right, here's your forecast heat index. This is Monday afternoon, 4 o'clock, and you can see it feels like it's 98 degrees across the area. Widespread heat indices in the upper 90s to around 100 degrees. Tuesday afternoon, it's going to be similar to that as those heat indices climb all the way back up close to 100 degrees in Mineola and Emory, upper 90s at Longview, Henderson, Carthage, Jacksonville, Palestine, Nacogdoches, Lufkin into the upper 90s. That's the temperature and the humidity combined to give you that feels like temperature or forecast heat index. And this is Tuesday, so we see another little bout of heat indices at 100 or above. And Wednesday, it could be back in that same ballpark. Longview, the forecast heat index next Wednesday, 100 degrees. Mineola, 100 degrees. At Henderson, Carthage, 99 degrees. Over in Jefferson, it could feel like it's 100 degrees. Down in Nacogdoches and Lufkin, just a degree shy of 100. So a hot stretch of weather. It's sort of time to maybe practice those heat safety precautions, remembering to drink plenty of water, to take frequent breaks, and to make sure you can get inside into some air conditioning. So our autumnal equinox is just 6 days away. It's at 8:03 next Thursday, but it will feel maybe perhaps like it's closer to the first day of summer than the first day of fall with that hot stretch headed in our direction. All right, let's talk about the immediate future here, and we'll talk about tonight, overnight tonight. Mainly clear, temperatures near 70 for the overnight lows. Did you notice the humidity ramping up today? It just shot up overnight. Dew points were in the 50s in the evening yesterday, and by this morning, those dew points were in the mid 60s. So the humidity just surged in here. That is low-level moisture surging into East Texas, bringing us that really kind of muggy feel to the air. And because we have that more humidity and a southerly wind, despite the clear sky overnight tonight, we could stay in the 70s for overnight lows. So a warm and humid night ahead. Jacksonville, 70 degrees. Palestine, Athens around 71. Tyler around 73. Longview maybe a notch below 70. Over Deep East Texas, it's some of the same. You've got temperatures in the upper 60s to around 70 degrees. Hemphill maybe a cooler spot at 68. Starlit skies and a little bit of a breeze, too, overnight. Southeast winds at 5 to 10 miles an hour. I think that helps keep the temperature up just a little bit. Saturday, hour by hour, it's a quick rise in the temperature at 10 a.m. If you're a runner or you go on long bike rides, maybe an extra bottle of water or maybe an extra little hydration break you can build in there. At 10 a.m., 81 degrees. At 11 a.m., mostly sunny, 84. Noon, 85. As we head into the afternoon, the temperatures now are climbing into the upper 80s, close to 90 degrees. And at 3 and 4 o'clock, when we make it up to about 90 or 91, we could throw in a 20% chance of rain in this time frame here, as a little pop-up shower is certainly possible through that time frame. Our high temperatures tomorrow are going to be, again, low 90s, Mount Pleasant 90 degrees, Pittsburgh around 90. Mostly sunny over toward Linden, 90 degrees. Mostly sunny at Jefferson and Marshall with a high temperature of 91. Longview up to 91. Henderson up to 92. Jacksonville up to 90. Palestine at 91. Athens around 91. Canton 91. And Mineola and Gilmer into the lower 90s. Over Deep East Texas, we'll go with partly cloudy skies. A few more clouds in the sky over Deep East Texas. Groveton at 91. Crockett 91. Jacksonville 90. Hemphill 92. Center around 91 degrees. All right, here's future skycast. We'll start this Saturday afternoon at 4 p.m. Temperature around 90 at Mineola, Nacogdoches, Lufkin into the lower 90s. But look at these little pop-up isolated showers that are dotting our map here. And that lasts until 8 or 9 o'clock. And then Sunday morning, we wake up with a patch of clouds, maybe some fog in the area. Temperatures are in the low 70s. Humidity is staying with us. Our winds are almost due south now coming off the Gulf of Mexico, increasing that moisture and that humidity. But Sunday afternoon, there's just no triggering mechanism, so it looks like at best a very isolated shower perhaps over deep East Texas. Otherwise, these temperatures now are climbing into the mid-90s by that time, and we'll have that south-southeast wind. Monday, another surge of moisture coming in here. Temperatures starting off in the 70s. And as we talked about and showed you, the high temperature Mondays back into the mid-90s. And then that sets us up for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday with those high temperatures climbing 96 to 97 degrees. What about rain chances? 20% chance of rain on Saturday. And then it is drying out. There is just not a front to be found. There are a couple of little disturbances that will move through maybe Wednesday, Thursday, bringing a few clouds. Maybe a 10% chance of rain in there, but just not high enough to really mention. So we'll leave it out, and you'll see here as we tally up the rainfall totals over the next 7 days that we just have little spits and just isolated areas. In fact, the showers that were occurring Friday afternoon may account for what we're seeing here over parts of Houston and Trinity County, 1/10 of an inch of rain, and that could be it. So remember back in the summer in July, we had, I believe, 27 of our 30 days of the month. We had temperatures above 100 degrees, or at least 24 days above 100 back in July. And that was because of a big high pressure ridge that was sitting right over the middle part of the country. That's what next week looks like. It looks like a very similar weather pattern to what we experienced back in July. Current drought index was released on Thursday. Parts of Smith County creeping back into the moderate drought level and abnormally dry. Gregg County and Rusk County not in any type of drought situation at the current time. Nacogdoches County also out of that, abnormally dry for just a small portion of Angelina County. All right, forecast fire danger for Saturday. I haven't shown this map in a while, but we need to for tomorrow because from Upshur County back through Wood County, up through Camp County, and up through Titus, or I should say Franklin and Titus County, we have a high fire danger with a very high fire danger in portions of Rains and Van Zandt County. So that was quick, and that returned back to the area. Just took a couple of weeks of really a week and a half of dry weather. All right, eye on the tropics. This is Tropical Storm Fiona, and now these are the Leeward Islands, and the tropical storm here showing some increasing thunderstorm activity in the core, and this is forecast to move to the west at about 15 miles an hour. Here's Puerto Rico. It looks like it's moving farther and farther south, but does cross over Hispaniola and eventually becomes a hurricane. There's South Florida. There is the center of the storm. That would be next Wednesday as a Category 1 hurricane. So we'll keep an eye on just exactly where that storm is headed. Atlantic Basin tropical storm names so far. Fiona is this storm. The next storm up would be Gaston. All right, September high temperatures. Yesterday was one of those odd days where the temperature was either at average or above. 89 was the high yesterday, and I think we're going to be quite a bit above that, as you'll see here in the 10-day forecast. Here's your Baylor Scott White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital 10-day forecast. Going through the weekend, we're warming into the mid-90s. It stays hot and dry, mid to upper 90s Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, even Friday's hot with a high of 95. And then the first weekend of autumn, Saturday, Sunday, highs are in the low to mid-90s. Have a great weekend, everyone.